Alright, so I'm doing the shorts with the jean options. I went ahead and interfaced everything. The fly shield, the top of the patch pockets, the waistband, and then your coin pocket needs that little patch of interfacing at the top. So what we're going to do from there, we're going to fold over 3/8 of an inch, and then iron it, and then you're going to fold it over again and iron it, and then we're going to stitch across there. Once that's stitched, we're going to fold this in 3/8 of an inch on both sides and iron, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I just realized I cut the wrong side coin pocket, but I'm going to show you with this one, and I'll cut another one and do the right side. I'm really glad I'm not doing this live. It would be full of like tons of screw ups. Okay, so that's done. Stitch close to the edge, and then you're gonna fold over the sides 3/8 of an inch on each side and iron. Then you're gonna line it up on your pocket facing with the center bottom, and you're gonna top stitch close to the edges on both sides. So we'll top stitch each side, and then we're going to go in 1/4 of an inch from the first stitch on each side and stitch there. Then we will, at the top, we'll sew a bar tack on each side to anchor that fold down. After that, we will serge the whole bottom. Okay? Okay, so I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. So you pinned it, and then I stitch close to the edge, and then I went 1/4 inch in from that first stitch. I'll do the same to the other side, and then we're going to bar tack up in each corner. Okay? And then we'll serge around that curved edge. Okay, so both pocket facings are serged or zigzagged, however you want to finish them. You're also going to have to cut this piece of the pocket out. So when that should be cut out. I always seem to do that last. So you could always trace that little piece from your pattern piece, whether you're doing the slant or the curved, and then you're just going to cut it out. So we'll do that. But once that's done, you can go ahead and you can edge stitch your pocket facing to the pocket lining, to the wrong side of the pocket lining. You want to go to the wrong side, because if you're doing like a print or anything, you want to see the right side when you're taking your shorts off. So attach it to the wrong side. You're going to edge stitch around there, and then you're going to change that stitch length and baste the edges. So we'll do all that and go from there. Okay, so we have a crying toddler in the background. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to sew the pocket bags, and we're going to do a French seam with those. I already did them backwards and had to go back and redo them. So you're going to turn them inside out. So the facing's on the outside, and you're going to sew along this bottom edge with a 1/4 inch inseam the whole way across. And then you're going to go back and you're going to trim it down to half. So like trim it down to like 1/8 of an inch. And then you're going to flip it back over and sew that seam again with the 1/4 inch inseam. So it's going to end up looking like this. Okay? And then we will attach them to the front. Okay, so I just sewed it like that. And then I'm going to flip, I already trimmed it, and then I'm going to flip it around, just so you guys make sure everyone sees this well. And then I'm going to stitch another 1/4 inch, so it's like that. Okay, so we're going to take the pocket piece that goes to the right pant leg, and you're going to take it, and you're just going to pull it up, pin it across there, and then we're going to stitch. So we're going to pin it all the way across, and then we'll stitch it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, so it will end up looking like that. So when it folds over, Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then we'll go back and we're gonna top stitch the pocket, but let's attach them both first. Okay, so remember we did the pocket, so it was, you open it up inside the pocket, face down on the right side of the shorts. Quarter-inch inseam, inseam there, and then you're gonna, or seam allowance. Then you're gonna turn it over. You're gonna top stitch 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and then you're gonna go back and do 1/4 of an inch from there on both. And then we're almost done with the pockets. You're gonna line those little notches at the top of your front pieces. You're gonna line up the edge of that pocket, and you're gonna baste there and there. Okay, and then we're done with pockets.